resting on Liquid's shoulders and proving us what they can get done here, Mitch. And I'll be honest, I'm pretty scared for them. I like to be in my British boys camp with the addition of Scream, but okay, I can argue that on the attacking side, it can work in some way. I can see the madness unfold. On this defensive side, it's a big ask, but Liquid, they've certainly got the individual skill to get it done, but it needs to be even better than what we saw from them on Ascent, where that composition, you can argue a lot more positive reasons for them.
Yeah, I would only see it as viable on Split. For me, I think Ascent, it's still reckless. And funny, because that's actually a word. When you guys were interviewing Link, I remember listening to it, and at one point, I don't know if you noticed, he kind of had a Freudian slip. He went, yeah, tomorrow we're still going to play a reckless, and he said something else. I was like, now the first one works for me.
Oh, this isn't the start they wanted either. Zipan's gone in, and he's gone to kill. 2 frags to start off with. 22 health left on him, but it doesn't really matter. Link, with that short, he wants to get someone pushing up close to him in Lamps, but it's not going to work out thus far because, look, the positions are held by FPX. They don't need to make too much of a movement. Cryptic's trying to get a wall bang on go, but it's not going to pay off for him. No one is hiding behind there. Soulcast looking to burn some enemies to death, but no one's close. It's all the wrong decisions so far here. That's a nice tag up. It's going to at least make Xiao move a bit here. There's not enough to net them a kill. Link finally comes through, and he's got rid of the shorty. He's moved on into the Ghost. The flashes come out. Soulcast goes on the hunt. And ooh, Zipan does eventually fall, but considering how low his health was, time was not on his side. Link's going to try and bait him on it. He hasn't got enough time, surely.
Oh, he might have this locked down. No, it was close, but in the end, a second is what cost them that round. That is going to be 1-0 going over to FPX, and they're going to be pretty happy with that one to start it off. You know, when I look at the defensive side comp that they've got as well, I feel like it can almost work better here than the attack. Because on the attacking side, you can push B, but you can't really push A. It's like, it's so open that you're basically counting off half the map the majority of the time. When it comes to the defense, at least when you get the likes of an operator out, that can really bridge the gap on the A side. But if they start smoking you out, what are you going to do with it? It does feel quite like retakes are going to be so hard for Liquid, is a point. Next to impossible. You lose the site, you might as well just consider the round lost.
The thing is, right, maybe this style can work against other regions by meeting aggression with aggression, but just with how, especially how FPX played, I think it was Tom that said it, right? This is almost like Liquid's play at the moment can be a direct counter to G2, but if you're not getting to face up against G2, you've got to have a contingency plan to go up against a team like FPX, who play a very smoke-heavy style, a very defensive style, and a very slow style at times. They really do mix it up. They keep you guessing.
A very smart style as well. You see that early round, Angel mollies out in bathroom just so he can go and take that ult orb. 300 credits for an ult orb. I'll take that. That is a worthwhile trade every single time. And you know, especially when it comes to this map in particular, you're pushing the A site, you can clear out Lamps completely. Hold on. They're shifting in towards the B site in the back of the aggression that's come through from Liquid. Eccles has got all that info up behind, and so this is free. 4 players on the B site.
Is it going to be enough, though? Pistols in their hands. Oh, the grenades going out, doing a nice bit of damage. Angel's just pistol whipping Scream, but Cryptic's up close and personal, but needs to get a hell of a lot more done than this. The blast back to there as well. The numbers are currently in favor of Liquid, but Shadow's going to turn that around. The shock dart, well, comes out a little bit too late there from Xiao, but Soulcast using his ult to try and make it work. He wants to pick up this round desperately, but these players are very low. They've been softened up, and this might be what Liquid needs. As Xiao has managed to escape for now, but it's just one tap, and he'll be taken down. But Shadow's not finishing just yet. It's a 1v1. It's a pistol and full health for Soulcast. He's got the flames to throw out, but he doesn't guess the location. Oh, this could be so unlucky for him. Xiao swings, but he swings into his death. And Soulcast clutches it out off the back of using his ult. Liquid get the round, and the gamble pays off. Eccles got all that information for him.
Great push by Eccles. Great early info taken. With 4 players stacked up on the site, that made up for the lack of weaponry that they had. Cryptics as well, being able to shorty to death Angel up close, that really brought them over into a little bit of favor. Look, he just ran up behind, dropped the spike, grabbed the Ghost, and from there could deal a little bit more damage towards those ranged fights. That was great work. Xiao as well in the end. Also, besides lighting up his teammate like that, he also only had 4 bullets in his mag and didn't reload for quite a while so that he could support his teammate in the fight if it came through. But ultimately, I think that cost him because he might have ran out of ammo just before he died.
Those finer details. Now this puts FPX into a less than ideal position. The almost guaranteed 2 rounds not going their way, and considering the investment was very, very low from Liquid, right? It was all pistols, the AK, the shorty, and some of the upgrades that can come in, but no heavy weaponry alongside it. Now Angel trying to be the point man, trying to get the entry in. They put the smokes in. Nade going out as well. Soulcast going to avoid it. Just makes him push back a little bit here. Nicely done from Cryptix, though. Straight in with 1 kill. Soulcast right on the edge. Oh, and he sees the gun. Stick it out. Throws a flash. Wants to do some more damage, and he's not done yet. He's picking them apart. He's tearing them down. And FPX, despite trying to make it work, trying to find a way in, Liquid's individuals show up in form.
Looking to just shut him down, but it looks like, oh no. I was gonna say it looks like Solkus was out for more, but he's not. He's shut down. That's a shame. But great round by Solkus again, showing why he's such a competent Phoenix. And it's good to see that obviously his inside of Brimstone smoke, he knows exactly the distance he needs to throw those at. It was just the Omen smoke in the previous map that caught him off guard a little bit.
Yeah. It's a bit of the learning phase, right? And that's the thing. You can change over agents. You can go through as much practice time as you like with it, but there's many different scenarios that come up, and it's all on the decision-making, that final second that you have to make the choice in. It can be problematic at times. And well, we were worried about Soulcast being off the Raze, and I've always quoted him as one of the Raze players that seems to be able to use his abilities as some of the best, right? He's always able to just get them well placed. You don't often see him waste too many of them compared to other Razes.
What a fantastic.
The Hellfire op going up. That's brilliant. It's going to actually put Link away for now. But no one can capitalize on it. Drone's going to go out. Link will deal with it no problem. Shao can't poke on it in time, but Soulcast again, round after round, he's making the magic happen here. The spike's on the floor. Ooh, just saw the head of Zipan, but wasn't able to get the kill. The nade's going to go up. They know exactly where Eccles has put himself in. The ult's been played out as well, and Eccles, he needs to be careful, but he can't get out of that position. Scream's there to try and back him up. Liquid have still got in a 3v3, and Scream's in a nice spot to give him defense. Coming out of Hooker, the spike is down, the full defense is in play, and Link's just trying to chime away with the operator. It's working out. He was good for 2 at least. And Shadow now, he's got to deal with both players from exactly the same spot. He might not be expecting this.
Well, a couple notes on that round. So Eccles straight away, Aftershock was gorgeous. He got one onto middle that did some serious damage towards his opponent. I really like that. It either forced them out of position into facing him, or backwards, in which case they get hit by the Aftershock. What was that Hellfire, though? I understood it because, as you said, it pushed Link out of position, right? It made him swing wide, or it would make him go back to sight. Now, if the player goes back to sight, they're able to pick him off. Maybe they wanted to make him panic dash towards the side itself, but why was no one there to capitalize on his wide swing on long? Like, that seems like just a complete waste of a very valuable ultimate.
That's the thing. I really thought it was like Shao was just going to go in for it, but when you realize how far behind he was, it's like, oh, well, this is easy for Link to just move away. And look at the impact Link had on that round afterwards as well.
Taking him down could have been a huge boost for FPX. Could have been the thing that takes him across the line, maybe, but it looked like he was invulnerable in that one. Everything working out for him. FPX, they're down 3-1. They've only got pistols. Not a round we expect much from them, but we have seen a lot of damage done in rounds just like this, especially with the comp that they've got. This is a fast, blitzy comp, the ability to put down all these smokes, get your flashes out, and they're up against an operator on the A site, so this could work out really well. The problem is, look at the amount of Killjoy util that's there. Double nano swarms. So even if they push these guys back, they're still going to have to wait out that utility, at which point Team Liquid will have full rotated.
It will bide them enough time. Smoke's being deployed. A big miss coming out there from Link as Scream, he's trying to back away. Still manages to get away with it. And this is the beauty of his reign now, over and over again. Liquid just dominating FPX as they only have pistols in this one. And Link is on an absolute tear. Shao's getting tagged up from every direction. A 4-1 start here for Liquid, despite them losing the pistol round. That's the key point here, Mitch. This isn't like it went 2 rounds for Liquid on the pistol, then FPX managed to get one back with some guns in their hands. No. The potential 2-0 was ripped away from FPX.
Yeah, this is definitely a rough one, really. You know, when you're coming into a round like that and you're getting nothing done, despite getting up close, it definitely hurts. But what hurts more is the fact that they've obviously just had that early success robbed out of their hands. As you're saying, the fact that the context of how we get here, which is what we often talk about, is what matters. And yes, if Liquid win that pistol and they go up 2-3-0, it's like, yeah, whatever. But this is a really, really solid showing from them, much better than what we've seen in the past. Again, the same kind of strategy comes through where they really want to take control over that orb. And oh, even blind Angel gets away with murder, but Eccles is there for the trade.
Yeah, he cleans it up and he takes the advantage away from FPX. And he's not done just yet. Pokes out, spots one player towards the site. He's going to call in for the backup from his teammates. And although he may concede the site itself, Liquid will be in a good position to take this, especially in the numbers side of things. Zip, and he's like, great. Can't get that planted. I do have my ult up either way. And maybe the ult is what they're going to need from him, but he goes down before it's even a possibility. Only Shao remains. Tries to have a tap away at Link. He expects Eccles' position. And a good read just in the nick of time, but it's still 3 more players for him to find. He's going to try and drone out of this one. The flashes are going up. Stops it from coming into play. Comes in with a spam, but Solka straight in there. It's no problem at all for Liquid. I'm guessing Shao may have thought if that drone had found him a bit more success. He could have tried to use the ult, but it's just far too many players that would have been able to push him. And this is when these rounds, they're chaining together for Liquid. And realistically, FPX are actually struggling in a way that we haven't seen. Like, they're not bouncing back. They started off pretty rough on Ascent. But for Bind, you expect so much more from them. They need to keep their heads in the game.
Yeah, this is their map. Absolutely. We want to see FPX come in and show us something. And so far, it's been nothing. Even in terms of, so like in situations like this, where the rounds are going against them, you'll find the majority of the time we can say, oh, well, at least the ults, right? At least. But look at that. It's a sea of yellow towards Team Liquid. They are dominating in that department as well. And so we kind of sit here and say, well, what can they do? You know, FPX are getting absolutely wrecked. This ult by Solkis, much more two-dimensional than what we've seen in the past. Nobody was there to trade it. It was just an info ult, and he sees there's one player passive outside mid. Gives them nothing to really play with. That is not going to get them anything. Very surprising with the way they do.
Oh, nicely done here from Shao as well. 2 tag-ups coming in.
You know, they obviously realized straight away, okay, so they've just gone for the Rolling Thunder. What are they going to do? They're going to push into Bath. They're like, hey, Shao, we got some players in Bath. You want to take them out? Really good damage done.
Smoke's deployed. Zipan's popped his ult. He wants to move on forward. Oh, he doesn't quite make the jump, but he still fires it off. Eccles goes down, but Scream on the edge of the smoke. They're trying to spam him up. They've got a good idea. He might be there. Oh, that shock dart nearly finished him off. 17 health, and Scream's trying to back away. He needs to pick up a kill and try and get some heals on go. He's got the backup of his teammates now, but is it going to be enough in a 5v3? Solid after plant positions for the FPX side. Link can't see anything. He's completely smoked out of position. And this is the beauty of what FPX have to offer in rounds like this, where they can actually get in and they can actually take some control. So much committed from Liquid on this round as well.
From FPX as well, though, they used up 3 ultimates. The Hunter's Fury, the Orbital Strike, and the Showstopper. That is a lot to commit. Ooh, Scream can be in trouble. Shadows just come through. Here's the fight going in as Solkis shuts them down. And at least that guarantees Scream's weapon saved over, although Link ain't so lucky. He was a little bit too close to that spike. That's unfortunate.
Timing certainly didn't work out for him. Yeah, I guess, but at least we're right. You're talking about the ult uses there for FPX. They get away with it. They do have to spend a lot even to grab the round, fair enough. But it's the way they replied to the ult uses that was being done by Liquid there that would cost them so dearly.
Yeah.
That's what I'd really like to see out of it.
Hunter's Fury was a great trade back with the damage they did. Then obviously you've got the Orbital Strike. That got 1 kill. Then as well, obviously the Showstopper got another. So that's 2 kills that you can't... I won't say free kills, but 2 kills that you cannot get in the next round. Yeah. In the same way. And so that is a little bit concerning, because that is what forced Liquid into this position where they're kind of thinking about saving, and they saved with 3 players. You know, there wasn't a single aim duel that went their way in that round itself. And so that is a little bit of a problem for me then when it comes to saying, oh, well, they won that, therefore the next round looks good for them. No, I'm still favoring Liquid to walk away with this one, especially considering the amount of ultimates that they've still got in the tank. And okay, some of them aren't going to be the most impactful, like Link. He's already got a rifle. It's an operator, despite what it says above his head. And so his ultimate, yeah, probably not going to come into use in this round. But his operator certainly is.
Good timing there. They fully understand how Meadow and Angel continue to try and play towards bathrooms and get that extra ult orb. And Liquid are saying, no, you're not going to be able to get it for free every single time. We are going to continue to try challenge you here. We're not just going to give up control of it early on. And straight away they're on the back foot. Down a man, and FPX now need to find a new master plan. Oh, that's less than ideal for Soulcast. Beautiful timing and good teamwork, though. Zipan throws the grenade out, and it forces him to have to move.
This has been huge work done already by FPX as they look to push out on this site. Nano Swarm still to be dealt with, but doesn't seem to be a problem. Zipan's already just jumped over it with the blast pack, and even though he gets hit up and is now vulnerable, that is very little impact as well. Xiao needs to get out of there, but he can't. He can't escape Scream, who's coming around that corner.
Oh my god.
So smart, but Zipan was too close, punishes him on the way back, and that info comes at a very big price.
That was a huge play from Scream, but like you said, Zipan was well aware of what he might be trying to do. No escaping this one. And Link, oh, he doesn't check it. Less than ideal for him. Didn't see it from his angle, but that could have been one of those check your corner, lazy peek moments that we do hate to see, Mitch. But this will just be Eccles deciding that maybe I can ninja if they really want to run away and escape, but yeah, he hears the footsteps, looking to do some damage, but they're ready for it. They expect it to come out there.
Gotta be checking your corners. Yeah, I wonder if it was. We haven't seen too many banks. I've been happy with this tournament. You know, these teams they've been lazy peeking. What we've had, maybe 2 so far. That's big improvement. Exactly. Yeah, over time. It was when it was Angel and Xiao doing it as well that I was scratching my head and I was like, come on, Angel, of all the people. They don't make that mistake every day. That's the important thing. Do it once or twice.
Maybe we'll talk to Blast and they'll be the ones that produce the check your corners t-shirt. We'll get them in on the action. They got some dope clothing you can check out on their store. You can even win it in the giveaway as well. What's going on right now?
You can. Free clothes, free skins.
Easy win! Ooh, Xiao, he nearly got it! Tons of damage done to Soulcast, but he can heal himself up. It's not the end of the world. This is a less than ideal round for FPX. They're trying to now push into A. The smokes have gone down as always. The question is it going to be enough? Eccles playing off the side. Easily deals away with Angel. No problems at all. Oh, this is uncomfortable. They just look so lost.
Yeah, definitely for FPX. They were pushing into that side. Every single fight that you just saw taken was a 1 versus X. And I don't mind the initial one with Xiao swinging. In fact, I really feel like that kill was his. He was robbed in that one. But this is just like, obviously we can't see them live. It doesn't get extracted for us. But the opening duels for Link at the moment seem to be very high. He's getting away with murder and very rarely punished for it. Has he been punished for it so far? I don't think he's lost an opening duel, has he?
No, I'm with you as far as that. I've just seen him opening it up and locking it down. It's only when he's have to rotate over that he's struggled.
Yeah, exactly. Like, in terms of pushing into him, it's definitely never an easy task. And for FPX, nothing seems to be easy. And they are behind by quite a bit, going down to the same old molly in bathrooms in order to get that ult charge. Had cover there as well, because obviously you could have like a raise blast pack through. I know they don't have a raise, but there's many things that could come in. The jet dash around and just catch you while you're on that ult orb. Oh, playing with fire here. You gonna mess with Link?
Angel's got the razor sharp aim, but Link's got the 1 shot, 1 kill. You hear it again. Soulcast looking for that extra information, flashes his way through, wants to find some success, but there are no FPX players close by. Smokes are going to go down. Link's going to be pushed away from the position, but he's still being aggressive with it. I respect it. Why not if you're doing so well? But he's going to hear the footsteps. He's going to have the information he needs. Scream's also ready for it. He's looking up towards Hooker. His location's going to be revealed. Zipan jumps out, but somehow he doesn't go down. What on earth is that? He then burns thanks to Soulcast. But that was insane. The Killjoy is massively helping him out now, though. It's keeping FPX out of the sight for the moment. Another flash comes through. And FPX, they need to make a decision now. They need to push in and understand where they want to go. Straight in for the default plant spot for Xiao. But is it even going to be enough? It's a 5v4 and the retake's on for Liquid, and we know how good they can be when these retakes come into play. Eccles, great spot to fire from. Scream's going to try and push on it. Headshot delivered on the first, but it's Liquid that come out on top. Shadow's trying to turn it around, but he needs to land a few more crucial shots. They nearly line up for him. He goes in for the kill again. He takes out Eccles, and now it's all on Link. He's popped the ult. He knows what's going on. He hunted him down. He dashed on forward. His spot is 100% known, but he's got to find Xiao. They're keeping it hidden. They're keeping it tucked away. And Link is now dazed, stunned and confused. Puts the smoke down. Wants to try and bait him out. He's going to try and sit on that defuse for a second. Wants him to push him. Deals with the first kill. He's looking for more, but it's just typing away too fast. And Link, he's going to die.
It is an upsetting one for him to lose the weapon in the end as well.
Yeah.
But Shadow, he is wrecking face. The first, it's great. The second, good shot. But this swing, whoa, man, that's gorgeous. I love it. And he even gets away. Like, they dashed right into him.
The shaking on the table for Shadow.
Oh, man. That might be when he had to dash away because Link could just dash towards him. He's like, oh, no, run.
Oh, God.
I've had my fair share of jump scares playing this game. Like a jet dashes into your crosshair while you're offing. It's like, oh no, hello.
Imagine if Shadow got that collateral though. He was hitting shots. He was ready for it, and it was looking so bad for FPX. Liquid are so good when they have the numbers advantage on those retakes. Usually,
they're usually on point and on fire. You know, so far from what we've seen, Bind has only been played once. It's been leaning towards the attacking side quite a bit. It's a little bit disappointing then that FPX, that was obviously the FPX game as well. It's disappointing that they've come in here and that they're struggling so much to really get these attack rounds on the board, but there's still time for them to make this doable, to make it work. If they can tie it up 6-6, at least it's not the end of the world.
A lot of information off that drone. The Hellfire's coming in, but it doesn't matter because Cryptix gets slapped by Zipan. Soulcast wanted to give himself a bit of room, a bit of cover, but he's getting tagged, and he doesn't get fragged, though. Razor sharp, quick reactions as well. Oh, Scream, it's just far too much being thrown towards you. FPX, they are just pushing on forward. It's an absolute onslaught of Liquid, and they're going to fade away. They don't want anything to do with this right now.
Yeah, they're running.
Like FPX need a bit of like a starter, right? They get Liquid comfortable. They're like, Liquid, they're getting some rounds. It's feeling real good. Yeah. And then FPX go, oh yeah, it's the best time we wake up now, you know?
Exactly. You got to build them up and break them down. It's the
mental games, right?
Exactly.
Angel's like, it's not just in the server. I'm playing the mental game. I'm going to give them false hope, and then I'm going to come around and slap them around.
FPX just singing the Buttercup song a little bit. I don't know the name of that song. You know what I'm talking about, Banks?
I'm lost.
What?
I was like, is this an Irish thing?
You don't know that one?
No.
Buttercup, baby, just to let me down.
Please sing it. Go on, Mitch. Go on.
Worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will. But I love you still.
Oh, dude. There we go.
Chat, continue it on. Come on. I need you. It's a great song. You don't know that song?
Link it to me after.
What? Oh man, come on. Okay, yeah, I'll get that to you after this game. It's a banger.
Didn't sound like it.
Well, listen, nothing sounds like a banger when I sing it, but it is a banger.
Oh,
surprised you don't know it either. It's an old song.
Of course. Here we go. Mate, if we have to interview Angel, we're going to be outnumbered again.
It's by the Foundations.
Yeah, no.
Not your
not cultured enough, Mitch. I'm just not cultured
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I feel like your family would have played different music at like birthday parties and stuff than mine. That's what we went for.
Quite a bit different, I'm assuming. Quite a bit different. Oh, okay. Xiao would have seen Screams up close and personal, but Angel still can't deal with him. Oh, the timing on the ult. Zipan's there as well, ready and waiting. But so much committed here from FPX, and it's not worked out. Link again. He's coming out huge with the operator in hand. Xiao looking to find someone. Instantly deals away with the flash. Not going to allow Scream to maneuver from this one. Cryptix hoping someone might push him, but those shock darts are doing some keen damage. They're stuck in lamps for now. Spike finally about to go down. No kills for the Cypher ult even to be put into play, and Xiao's only getting 1 kill out of this. Scream is just invulnerable and living the dream, but this is not going to be great for him. Soulcast swings, Scream finishes him off, and once again, Liquid get a 7-5 first half. A repeat for what we saw on the opening map of Ascent.
It wasn't enough for them over there, though, and now they come onto the attacking side, where we've seen them struggle before, where we've seen them really falter, and Banks, with this composition, it's definitely not set up to be an easy half, but will they have what it takes to bring it across the line? Well, let's find out in half number 2 right after this break.
To force him to take the attack going in there, but it just didn't work out. Oh, this shot. What? Oh, Link.
Wow. Just so they can feel a little bit confident about no flanks coming through. They've got mid control after walking up short, but look at Link. He's playing the jet shorty. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Oh, he just dashes and puts the smoke down. He's still going to hang around. Oh, he's avoided that. I might not expect this. It works out perfectly.
Oh.
He's getting both of them. Link.
For market on that one, and just happened to hit him in the spawn as well. Worked out really well. Scream just swings in like, bonjour, how you doing? I'm gonna just take you down real quick. Come on, ça va? Not too good anymore, my friend. Look at this. He just goes, I'll just check the corner. Why not? What else would he be doing? There's no other angles to check.
To play with. Cryptic's looking to lead the charge and push on up. The turret's up high. They'll easily deal with it. But this could be huge from Ryan. This could be the thing that saves them. Tries to make it work. Committed the ult. Comes in with a spray, but Link still deals with it. Operator in hand. They've only got Hip to find, but is his position going to be checked? He starts with a spam. He's got himself 2, and Hip! It's incredible! He holds strong.
2 bullets later.
All the bait as well, because Link's there with the shorty. Is he going to be checked by the drone, or Reyna deals with it? If this isn't checked, Link is going to do some serious damage. 1 goes down, and the second. Link with the shorty plays again. He's going to try and get out of there, and he does escape with 13 health. To try and run away from it if they want to have a convincing win here. Because Big have shown that they can be, well, the Germans, I'm just calling them Big off the bat now, right? Just got 2 players on it, just throw it out there. Just give them the free promotion on the charity game. Sonic starting off really strong. There we go. Now it's coming into full effect. And he's got the ult once again.
All this presence he's making in towards the window really gets him nothing. Maybe he can catch Sonic's off guard, or maybe it's going to be the opposite way around. Sonic's being heard reloading, but he's looking the right way, and he's aced this one. Closing it out. Fist bumps in the air.
He hears it, he sees it, but he can't fire any shots just yet. He'll start off with 1, but he needs a lot more than that. Waits for his team's backup, but Patatak's there to take the fight. Xiao's going to be able to do 1 better for now, but it's still an even Stevens duel. Angel! What sheriff shots?
How has he done that? That's just ridiculous. They died almost instantly. Oh. You have to remember, your rate of fire is massively reduced then as well. Look at David B. Even he's like...
FPX on split.
This was so good. The volley came through. He took so much damage, I thought it was over, but the nade, he bounces it perfectly to Angel's feet. And that is a close round. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Looker is the unluckiest man alive.
Well, FPX, they were the ones that built up Liquid to, again, a 7-5 scoreline. It was close on multiple of the rounds, but it was Liquid that was able to clutch it out and make it happen time and time again. And Link, like you mentioned, Mitch, he was a beast on that operator. And you know what, Mitch, as well? You're singing? Okay, it was pretty bad, but I do know what that song is. You kind of linked it to me. I finally worked out what it is. It is a bit of a classic. Yeah, even I do know that one.
I was wondering.
Everyone straight after was like, why do you not know this?
Yeah, I'm glad everyone else got it. It was just you. It's just you.
Yeah. You know, I'm old. I'm deaf as well. Can't hear as much. And don't sing it, Mitch. Yeah, don't sing it, Mitch. See?
That Xiao's little jumps were actually really nice. We saw them yesterday. So he's one of the few players I see consistently peaking like that and hasn't been punished yet. It's a little like goes forward and then dodges back in the air. I love it. He's a big man for cardio. He's always jumping. Look, spotting over towards Bath as well. I'd be tired already, I'll be honest.
And the Scream's got the stamina for it, that's for sure. Sneaky Shadow with that shorty in hand, looking for Liquid to push on in. And Liquid, at least they're staying in the back lines for now. There's not much information that FPX can grab from this. I'm expecting a extremely explosive attack coming out from Liquid on this one. Shao doing his jump spot again, wants to try and peek him out.
I'm surprised they're going for that
to
smoke.
delay it.
Usually they go for the one-way smoke. Up on top of the box, they can see the feet.
Yep.
But they're avoiding it now, just going down below instead. What is that from Solkas?
Oh, Shao, how'd you get away with that as well? He throws it out. He still manages to put one down. But Liquid, they're in charge for this round. And Zipan has been put incredibly low. He needs the backup of his teammates, and he needs it fast. At FPX, they've conceded the site. And Liquid stand at a great spot for this one. Solkas has just been on point today.
Yeah, he's been firing on all cylinders, that's for sure. Been really fun to watch in the Phoenix. But we need a little bit more now from FunPlus PheoniX to get back into this one. Cryptic's able to shut down one, swinging for more, keeping them back. That Aftershock delaying perfectly and allowing them the opportunities, but hold on. They're coming back to FPX. Low HP on both of the remaining players. Scream and Eccles hit both their shots, though, so it is no cause for concern. 8-5 as they pick up the pistol and maintain that lead.
You can see FPX started to change it up a bit, preempting that push that would come in from Liquid, but they just came straight out in there. Angel, he was so unlucky. The way he died from the very beginning was just unfortunate. Solkas manages to tag him up and then just finished him off through the box.
Yeah, I really didn't expect him to be walking away with that kill, I'll be honest, but Solkas has been on fire. 17 kills.
Yeah.
Like, you look down towards the FPX side, it is a very tight-knit ship, right? Everybody's roughly in the same regard. Okay, this is something that we even heard Link talk about in Cryptics, I think it was, about how just every round they smoke off long, they take the ult orb. They take such an aggressive approach to that part of the map, and that's what I love about, watching FPX play, that they don't just allow in a round like this, they don't allow you control over those ult orbs.
Yeah, they don't want you getting any extra points up on there. But Liquid won't allow FPX anything in this round so far. Everyone's been pushing out. Everyone's been going down. Shadow's finally able to find one. He might not be able to pick up the weapon just yet. He's going on the hunt and doing so much damage to Scream. Nicely done. Now he has the Spectre. He's going to have Shao with him on the Marshal, but Shao needs to hit some incredible shots. Straight onto the Bucky, expecting the person to get up close and personal. Solkas is going to back away from that. He might have a good idea that that's what's going on. They're going to try and push together. Nice bit of damage done, but Link's finishing them off with the pistol, whipping them down. And they're not going to make the same mistakes that FPX did, picking up the pistol and falling straight after. Liquid stands strong, and they're well in the lead right now at 9-5. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, the fact that he got that kill, the fact that FPX got all the kills they did is a massive positive, and they almost walked away with a little bit more as well. The issue is, though, now having invested as much as they did, it's not going to be an easy round. They're coming in with just pistols, I believe. Obviously, we see phantoms above their head, but that is usually a glitch. Oh, no, they've got it. They actually saved over enough money. That's a misread by me. So, solid stuff. Yeah, okay. I'm with it. Thought we were seeing, like, the...
baited out by the bug.
Yeah. But, like, Liquid have really turned it around from the previous map where, yeah, they were 7-5 at the half, but you remember then they just lost all the rounds. They lost the pistol, they force bought and lost that one.
No.
Now they've got a nice, comfortable lead, and in this round as well, things are going their way, at least at the start.
Spam coming in from Angel. No one's pushed out into him yet. Scream straight onto Shao. You watch him disappear. You can't do anything about it either. You've just got to watch him wait. Scream will take a new angle here, and if Shadow pokes into it, it could be over for him. Angel's looking to try and do some more damage, but he doesn't expect Eccles to be taking that position. He just turns away, and Shadow, well, he dunks onto Scream, but now he's all alone. The rest of his team has fallen. He's in a 1v2. He's got good health to try and do it with. Goes in for the tap. Expects it. Straight onto one. He's trying to clutch it out. This could be huge from him. He's looking to get it halfway, going straight in for the challenge, but Eccles is ready for it, and Liquid managed to make it happen. Try as he might, Shadow can't get it done.
Really nice attempt, though. I mean, that was gorgeous to not even stick it halfway. That first time just tanking the flash, turning away, and easily getting the kill. I really thought he had it. Oh, he's not happy about that one. But it was so close to being a massive play. I think he can, again, it's this position where, like, Shadow almost clutches it out, but he did more than you'd expect from him in those kind of situations. It's more the early round that they're falling apart, and that's what they should be getting a little bit agitated about.
There's a few of these swing rounds that make this game a bit closer than what the scoreline currently shows. But if you're a Liquid fan, remember, this is the elimination map for them. They're already down 1-0. It's 13-11 last map on Ascent. With Shao falling already, Liquid are looking to gain one step closer. Shadow wanted to be sneaky, but Soulcast well aware of what's going on. And everyone from FPX is just pushing one by one, and they're all meeting the same fate. No big damage being done with the pistols. And this is where it starts to get very scary for FPX. They can start mounting a comeback, but they're running out of very little wiggle room on rounds that they can drop.
Yeah, absolutely. It is all about that. Okay, is it possible for them to come back? Yes, it absolutely is. Is it likely when they go down 11-5? No, it's not. It doesn't matter about the comp of Liquid at that point. With the amount of individual skill we've already seen, it has been overflowing for them. This is looking solid as can be. Angel with a beautiful little shot to Link, but he's going to need a whole lot more than that to get back into this one. Liquid coming in with no flashes on a map that we gave the caveat that you really kind of need them. But at this stage, we haven't even gotten to the point where they're essential. By the time the buy rounds come out, it might just be a very one-sided scoreline. Wow.
Oh! What? How did he even get Eccles there? Meadow looking to try and finish it off now. He's on to Scream, and it's going to happen. How on earth did they get away with that? Angel is an absolute beast, and Meadow comes in to save the day. That was just guaranteed Liquid's round, and they made just errors on the positioning. I guess they didn't expect FPX to be pushing. They probably just thought they'd fade away. Oh, that shot onto Eccles that Angel got. What? I want to see that again and again and again.
I'm going to be honest, Banks. You reacted to that shot, and then I was like, wait, what happened? And I looked up and like, wait, he killed him? How? No, it's not allowed. It's not possible. 10-6. This is doable. Especially with the momentum they've just picked up. You almost win a couple of clutches. The pistol was close. Shadow's 1v1 in the end was damn close. And literally a millimeter away from a headshot on that one to close out the round. And then right here. Look. Oh my God.
Like I thought he was dead. I just looked up and was like, whoa, what? Like, how? Oh.
How is he? Sorry, the man that David P said, "You're an old man. Why are you still opping?" That reaction time was faster than anything I've ever seen David P or anyone on G2 do. That was disgusting.
Sheriff shots, confident placement. Angel making the magic happen, followed up by Meadow. And that's a huge save, right? Because you've now got the buffer of 2 rounds to try and mount this comeback in. You've just picked up a round where you were pretty much saving anyway with only the Sheriff in. Now you've got a big buy round coming into play. And they know Angel might try and go for this ult orb. But I believe, yeah, he's got his ult up anyway, so he doesn't actually need to. It's Shao that's going to benefit from it. He's straight in. The Hunter's Fury's there, but that bullet, that went straight past him. Nearly kneecapped him. He'll be limping for the rest of the round.
Yeah, lost the ability to run.
Nice shock dart as well from Shao there. Right deep to get Eccles. He couldn't even fade away from it.
The battles on middle have been interesting. We've seen early aftershocks. We've seen the shock darts come down. It's all shocks, isn't it? It's all about shocks. Certainly on the middle area, that's all it is. You go through the peak, and all of a sudden you're surprised. You're getting a shock. So 10-6, the position for Team Liquid. They need to win this round. They want to. They're pushing B again. We said this is going to be the bread and butter of a team versus a full buy when you just don't have anything to work with in terms of smokes. That was close to being a nice early kill. Meadow straight through the smoke, but a great flash return. Soulcast has just saved his team.
And Soulcast the whole time is just wondering what's going on. He's now going to try and push it, and the Killjoy ult's been activated as well. Soulcast trying to make it work. Link's popped his ult at the same time. Soulcast still getting away with the kill as well. Shao's Hunter's Fury, less than ideal for him. And Link, this could be huge. He's going to be needed. He's going to have to come up. Oh, no, that's not the one you want to be doing it on. They're ready and waiting for him to move out of position now. So much committed from both sides in that one.
In this instance, you see Lockdown basically used to try and bridge the gap of no smokes. The whole point that Angel made about this composition was that you just cannot keep them out of the sight for long whenever you don't have smokes, because they're simply just going to walk right. Like, okay, you nade it with a raise, or you jet smoke it. Okay, yeah, let's just count to 5, and then we'll walk back in. But in this instance, they put down the lockdown to try and deny that. So these players are forced back to allow them the space to set up for the post plants. The problem is, once you have Hunter's Fury still online, and we saw this just the other day when it was kind of debuted as a counter for lockdown, you can just straight target lockdown. And now maybe you'll think, well, what if it's elevated? Or what? You can just mark it on the map. You can aim exactly at it, whack it once. And the benefit of that even further, Banks, is you know there's probably a player there because someone had to plant it. So you can at least destroy it and then maybe get a tag along the way.
I love that we're seeing the switch up though, right? Oh, nicely done by Link to do some good damage. The rest of his team pushing through, but Meadow, he's going to fall back on it. Xiao, just in the nick of time as the first shot's fired off, and he's going to take 2 for his cause. It's only against pistols, but this is exactly what FPX needed, the cleaner of rounds to come out here. 4 still alive, and I'm really liking the fact we're seeing Meadow switch it up. Sometimes at A, sometimes at B. He's making sure he's keeping a good eye on everything that's going on around him.
This has been
as less predictable as possible.
A quite literal, just a Hail Mary. They threw it, and somehow they've landed the touchdown after Angel came through with that gorgeous 3K with the Sheriff. That brought them right back into this game. They were going to be on a full buy in the next one anyways, but the fact that it's obviously forced out that previous round eco from Liquid a round earlier than it would have been, and that they've stopped Liquid from hitting 11. I think that's honestly, it's a mental block. When you get shut down like that, and now you're coming into a position where you're still quite a bit away from that victory, you know? You're not 1 away from an overtime, 2 away from a win, but instead it's a couple rounds chained together that you need to get there. And that is going to cause some problems with how close FPX are. This round is what stands between FPX and double digits. It'll be an eco coming out from Liquid if they lose this one. And so FPX could be right back up in even territory.
Ooh, that's dangerous. Good molly put down, but that's all Angel's going to be able to do for this round. Cryptix burns, but he still walks away with a kill. From the grave, Angel's able to find it, and for now they've halted the aggression of Liquid. Zipan, ready and waiting, wants to try and land the shot with the spike on the floor. Liquid have no choice. They can't back away from this one just yet. Link's going to try and maybe challenge for it now. At least he's going to have the opening scope for it. Scream's pushing on forward. The spike's been picked up, and that's exactly what they needed here. It's all going to come down to this shot and this duel as Liquid, they slowly work their way in, expecting players to push out, but nothing's happening just yet. Meadow's not rotated either, and that's a key factor here, because they know Liquid can still go anywhere. The teleporters can make for a quick change-up. But Scream now puts the spike down. 20 seconds to go. Meadow will start to make his way across. Zipan baits out the shot from Link. He is now well aware of what's going on. That nade's going to go out. It's going to work out perfectly. Oh! Link still gets it, but the nade finishes him off. So it's still the 2v2. Eccles and Scream in a great position here, playing around lamps for now. Shadow. Oh, he upgrades. Huge. Or downgrades, depending on how you look at it, but it's a better weapon for this fight. Good information for Shadow to play off of here. Are they going to check the corners? Straight onto Scream. They soften him up. They tag him up. The flash goes out. Meadow and Shadow, they save the day. They grab the round. It may be just one alive. And hopefully Shadow can go back and grab that operator. But that was oh so close. The fact that Link even still manages to get that shot on Zipan after that nade. Oh.
Filthy. Filthy. Absolutely filthy. That made me lose it. That nade was so... hold on.
Boom.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This guy's so good. But then... So what was also interesting to me was basically when you come into this game without smokes, you need to figure out other ways to enter into sites, and more importantly, to pull offers off angles. They realized Zipan was just holding them when there were 3 players in Bath, and so Shadow, he just, or not Shadow, excuse me, Eccles, just went for the fault line straight in towards the window. That pushed Zipan back, but the patience on Zipan to actually hold in, he stood there for 25, 30 seconds, didn't even peek out. He was nice and passive, waiting for something to happen. Here's the spike being planted. He baits it out again with that little jump peek so that the shot is fired. That opens up the potential for the nade, which obviously ultimately got him the kill. Really gorgeous work by Zipan to be that patient. And he must feel a little bit robbed with how he was slapped by that peak by Link. That was just gorgeous. But all in all, a really good retake by FPX. They didn't burn up their flashes early, which is something I was almost, in my head, I was thinking Shadow should just flash so Zipan can peek, but they didn't want to take the risk. And in the end, still having that flash for the retake in the 2v2 was what won them the round.
This hit on B, Killjoy going down. If Angel wants to use his ult as well, that could be a huge deterrent here, and that's exactly what he does. He puts it down, and he pokes out in the middle of it all. He knows he was going to be detained. The rest of his team can back away, but actually Meadow's still hanging about. He's done a nice bit of damage. He's not done yet, but Scream finds it. He manages to make it work and can heal himself up. It's Eccles who's been tagged up a little bit, though. Shao looking to try and find his way in, but he's going to be oh so cautious from here. A quick flick, and he makes it work. He's now pushed into the site as well, making plenty of noise as Zipan catches Cryptix. It's all up to Scream. How much can he get done? He keeps healing himself up, and if he can take the Jules 1v1, it might be potential, but look at the time with that spike being down. He needs to go for it now, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's pushing on forward. He's spraying around, but look, one player's just backed away. Zipan finish him. It's no problem at all. And FPX, they will not allow Liquid to get away with it.
Great use of Orbital Strike there as well. So that was used to just counter lockdown and simultaneously push those players forward. Really smart. And with that, you can see Liquid are feeling deflated. They've just been torn apart by something that I'm not even going to call that one due to smokes. And that was straight up aim duels going the way of FPX from start to finish. Angel even getting one. The fact that he destroyed lockdown allowed Meadow to get a lot more done. And even then, he didn't deliver. But his teammates were there to come back in and just slap them around. So I really like Zipan's idea in that round, which was to move quite slowly towards the site from spawn. And the reason he did that was he didn't want to make too much noise. He saw the player actually flick over, I think it was Scream, flick to the left, because he heard the other teammate who was making a lot of noise, stampeding over like an elephant, in which case then Zipan could just completely catch him off guard.
Full focus from Liquid on lamps for this round. The shock dart's going out. Liquid, you've got lamps control. You're trying to try and push on this. A big battle coming out here. The knives being used as well. It's actually gone in favor for now of them. But you've got to be careful near the teleporter. Zipan hanging around too long. And they're going to back away to B. Angel already on the... Or Shadow, sorry, already on the flank. Straight onto Scream. Can he get another? Trying to tag him up as well. Shadow locking it down. Operator in hand. He's looking to save the day. 2 versus 2, and both the Liquid players are low. But Link with a judge. That can be scary. But not at that range. Doesn't manage to fire off the shots. And for Cryptix. Spectre and a Ghost in hand. Got the spike. Meadow can hear it, but he can just wait for his teammate. They can play it together. They can play it smart.
I wonder where this nanoswarm's going to go. 1 versus 2, 10-10. This is definitely the time to use up your utility. But it looks like he just wants the straight up aim duel. Here's the steps, 1 player out, 2nd as well. They're making their way towards this side. He's going to try to get up behind them mid through lamps. This might just work out. Oh no, he's just tucking around the back of APC. They've cleared out mid. They realize he's not here. Time is quite low though. He could get this nanoswarm down potentially. How does he want to handle this? The straight swing over towards that diffuser. He's got the kill. Nanoswarm down. Now he activates it. That could be the round. Done and dusted. Shadow, has he got an angle to get around that? He's going to just tank the end of it, but it's not enough time. What a clutch 1 out. And we see perfect usage. Waiting in to use the nanoswarm as well is what ultimately gets Liquid that round.
Smart plays. The big brain paying off. And Liquid, they get themselves 1 step closer. Think of all the work that Shadow did in that round. Liquid thought they could escape and get to B, but it wasn't going to work out for them.
Oh, I mean, you just take a look at Scream there. He's not immensely happy. There's a little bit of a smile, but for winning the round, I expect a little bit more.
He'll be happy with the map win, or at least the series win. That's what we're going to see him crack one.
But I think this is I think they're realizing over on the Liquid side again, they got away with murder. That round was huge. It was massive for them to actually be able to find that. But the reality is, in general, you're not going to be able to see Liquid repeat those kind of rounds. The early rounds have gone towards FPX pretty consistently, and so we need to see it clock up. We need to see something change for Liquid, because in these full buy rounds, the success just has not been there.
And that's a massive problem for him. Oh, Shao getting a very small bit of info there. And actually, maybe an over a rotation coming out. Technically, it's the right call for now, but if Eccles is able to see this, might be something that Liquid can play off of. Zipan, poised and ready with the operator, looking towards bathroom, waiting for him to push on out. Oh, easy. 2 operators there waiting for him. And the ult's coming out as well. Nicely done. More damage, more kills going the way of FPX. Zipan just pops the ult as soon as he's got the opportunity for it. He may not find the kill with it, but Liquid are massively on the back foot now.
Looks like he's got 2 primary weapons because that was overkill. Just coming in with the showstopper. My God. But look, it might have secured them the round in a different environment, but what is going to secure them this round is the time. The clock that is ever in FPX's favor on the defensive side. As it comes to a close, we will see 11-11 on the scoreboard as Team Liquid save over a lot of their weapons. Angel, hello. He wanted to change over towards the Vandal, and instead he's lost his weapon. That is interesting.
The face says it all there, that like breathe out like...
Yeah. Well, in fairness, when you see they're saving, you're not going to imagine that they are where they were. Like, why is he so aggressively saving? Yeah. You know, I really want this weapon in the next round, but I also want to kill you. Like,
oh, it's so close, Mitch. Liquid are giving it their all. And this is on Bind, which is FPX has been oh so dominant on for quite some time. Some of the rounds that have been won and lost by either side as well. Closer than close. And how much can this double operator setup continue to pay off for him? FPX pretty much relying on it at this stage. Oh, the timing. Shadow's not going to have the information about it just yet. And he goes down to the hands of Link. He's been so solid with the operator. He's continuing to deliver. Now he will be smoked off as Angel wants to reposition, but that's a miss that they couldn't afford to make. He's onto the Vandal. But Meadows trying to even up the numbers. He's going to back away for now. The Hellfire's already down. Oh, it's tapping him up. Soulcast is the one finished off. Cryptix has escaped. He's trying to get himself pushed into elbow, but Meadows holding the angle. The nade's coming out as well, but luckily for Liquid, they've escaped. They've not put themselves into the site just yet. Angel swinging onto Scream, and you never want to try and do that, but he can't heal himself up. He has to go invulnerable. The Killjoy ult's coming in, but it may not work out. Meadows just continues to do more damage. Scream's giving away his position. The ult's been destroyed, and the Cypher ult's going to massively help him in this, but Scream, he still lands the headshot. This is what you've got to be oh so careful of. Link's alive as well. And he's continuing to deliver it, but now it's Shao versus Scream. Not the time that Scream really has here. Has to bait out the spike plant. Shao onto it, and he plays it oh so well. The young man steps up against Scream, who continues to give it his all, but it's just not working out. And 1 point is all that separates FPX from marching on forward to face G2 again in the final and eliminating Liquid. But also, that's all Liquid need to try and force us to overtime. And Zipan is so happy with that previous round.
This should never have happened, Banks. Really. This all comes back to Liquid over-peaking all day long versus those Sheriffs and giving FPX that opening right back into the game. If they don't make that mistake, if they don't get cocky in that instance, they maybe they don't have the game won yet, but they don't have the game lost. And we're very close to that. 12-11. FPX have gotten a lifeline like I've never seen before. And as we come into this one, oh no, Angels just dominated Soulcast to open it, and we don't even have ults to try and pull this back for Liquid.
Could be all on Scream trying to pop it and make it work. Link with a judge. He's been incredible for this team across the entire series. He's taken a few shots in the dark, but they're not going to connect. And now he's got the flames at his feet. He's taken further damage. Angel, you got to be careful, buddy. You know better than that. Link took full advantage of it, and now he's upgraded his weapon as well. Mistakes are being made left, right, and center here, Mitch.
This is potentially the final round. It all comes down to how this plays out on the side itself. They have the Rolling Thunder still for the retake, so there's no need to panic just yet. That spike plant given over, but lockdown is far and away from being found in this running. So the ultimate doesn't really matter on the back of it. It's just time that switches in their favor. Shao, he needs to win this fight, but Eccles gets the superior peek, and we're back to a 3v3.
Eccles playing it smart, goes in to find the rotates. Position maybe no. Now an FPX, they get it done. They managed to take down Liquid once again, and Liquid tried as they might. So many opportunities for them to be ahead in this game. At one point they were, but FPX, they never